Uh, what's up, besties? I am really early today, and a lot of it is because I have some very important work meetings and stuff. So, anybody that's available now, we are live. What up, crazy dad? I was hoping you'd be here. One of my favorite chatters. Okay, so we are going to be doing. Oh, you got the first. You know what that means. Let me get you set up with a free raffle entry for being first in chat. There you go. Okay, cool. So, let me get you. Hello, how are you? How's your day? How are you doing today? What's your day like? Oh, I like this setup. This is looking really good. Very on point. We're locked in. Um, so you are first. Let me get us a little raffle action here. Here we go. Check it out. Look. Look, look, look. It's you. Right here. Free entry to the raffle. If anybody else wants to do the raffle, you just have to use your social credits. Welcome to the TransX Bombshell stream. I'm TransX Bombshell. This is our our Tuesday stream. And we are doing a Pokemon trading card game, Deck Building 101. We are trying to use these here cards to make a deck. We've got a lot of lands and extra cards and stuff. I'm really glad to hear that you're well. That's really awesome. Here's the stream setup, by the way. If you've never seen, this is what I'm looking at when I'm streaming. Got all these screens. This is how I keep track of. This is for the retro games, and there's the laptop that I still don't use very much as often as I should. There's the rest of the room. So, got the setup. I got the office supplies just out of reach. You know, it's a functional desk, but I do have a desk set up. So, glad to hear that you're well. We are trying to get Deck Building 101 down today. Do you know anything about deck building? Have you ever built a Pokemon trading card game deck? Do you know anything about this? This is something. I've got about an hour to hang out, maybe a little less, and then I got to hit. So I'm wondering if anybody knows anything about building the trading card deck. Because from what I'm seeing here, it should take us like 15 to 20 Pokemon cards, about 25 to 30 trainer cards, and something like 5 to 10 energy. Not since 99? Okay. So there's four strategies, four strategic categories of Pokemon cards. There's your attackers, of course. There's your engine cards, which those are cards that accelerate extra energy or do something else that like pull energy cards out into play from your deck. Then there's consistency cards that they let you draw cards or search for cards for other specific cards. So it's like if you don't pull the card that you want, it's a card that helps you get the card that you want. So there's very specific cards. Like, search for this, pull it out. So consistency cards come in every single card type for different trainer cards, energy cards, Pokemon cards. And then there's power cards. Power cards are honestly not defined very rigidly. The concept is that it isn't inherently the part of the main strategy, but it's like it adds to an additional strategy, like it ramps up a strategy in some way. So that being said, the definition's kind of So that's what I'm finding. That's what I've found from my research. I always find that teaching things to other people helps me really learn them because I can see the flaws in things when I teach them. I've already learned about this, already read about this. That being said, I haven't really built a deck. This is just what I've learned from my research. Um, there's also like um, cards that everyone wants. There's like top 10 cards that everyone wants. Um, that's one that I was trying to find. I'm trying to see if I had any of those. Best decks in meta tier list right now. Um, the S tier decks are Suicune EX, Sylveon EX, Flareon EX, Silvally Fighting, a Buzzwole. Yeah, like a buff on your Pokemon. That would be like a power. Or if the move is to like, because occasionally there's a move to like make you discard all of your cards. There's like deck burning strategies. It would accelerate the deck, um, forcing you to like discard or something. Then there's Solgaleo EX, Giratina EX. I don't think I have any of those. Then there's a Raikou EX, a Ho-Oh EX, um, Espeon EX, Sweets Relay, Primarina EX, Guzzlord EX, Nihilego Dark, Arceus EX, Dialga Metal. So like these are if you don't have these cards, like you basically build your deck around these cards. So I don't think I have any of these. I don't have any of the like Suicune. I mean, I guess I could go buy one of these. If I'm gonna build a deck, I guess I could go build. Yeah, well, there's not just X amount of damage by discounting cards. In a lot of these trading card games, like you get like a deck. It's like usually 60. And if you draw all of your cards, if you run out of a deck, usually one of the conditions, one of the default rules is if you draw all of the cards in your deck, you lose. If you don't have any more cards to draw, you lose. So if you have a deck that can make the other person discard enough cards, and they're drawing cards and discarding cards, and you're also making them draw cards and discard cards because they have too many cards in their hand, you can force a loss by conditions. There's other strategies. I might have a Palkia. I mean, I don't have any EX. Like all of my, I mean, I do have a Suicune, but my Suicune's not EX and water. I mean, it has Aurora Beam. Yeah, if you can't draw, you forfeit. So I have like, I have a Ho-Oh EX that's electric. Oh no, this one's Golden Flame. My Ho-Oh EX is Golden Flame. Shit. Scovillain doesn't have a strategy around it. I don't see an Aegislash strategy. I want the Suicune with the EX that's water. I might have to buy a card, chat. There is a store that I go to on the weekends that I might try to see if they have any of these viable deck cards, and I'll start to build a deck, I guess, around the Pokemon. I guess that's the goal, is to have a deck that gets out a strong Pokemon. Espeon. Yeah, I don't have an Espeon EX. I mean, basically, like, you have to have, like, an EX to have, like, an S tier deck. Or an A tier deck. Wait, didn't I have a Dialga? Um... Okay, so water decks are thriving in the meta, is also what I'm finding. So here's my Palkia, but my Palkia is. What's a prize card? If you have. Oh, Misty. Palkia deck. Okay. A deck that can cancel out big hitters. I mean, I'm sure there's decks that have like unsummon conditions, like return to their bench or even cause them to unsummon, so they've just spend most of their time trying to get their main card out. So yeah, a lot of these are like, I mean, an EX. I don't have a lot of cards that are. I think I'm gonna need to categorize all of my cards using like TCG app, because that other one that I'm using, they're not getting back to me about a partnership, and it just doesn't seem to be good at keeping track of my whole collection. B tier decks. Do I have an Umbreon? I should. Yeah, I have an Umbreon. So, I mean, I could build like a B tier deck. Because I don't have a Palkia EX. Yeah, or cancel certain power types. Exactly. But that's when you realize that your deck. Oh, by the way, your subscriber badge got really. You hit the 6 month and now you're a shooting star. Thanks for being a sub. Crazy out. You have your 6 month badge. Your 6 month badge is sick. I always forget how good our artist is until I see her artwork and I click on it and I see the expanded copies. Once the store gets bigger, we're gonna have artwork with a lot of the badges and stuff on it. The merch store loves the artwork for all of the subscriber badges. So I imagine a lot of it's gonna be coming. Sort of like. Oh, I forgot I had the Franker faces added to my chat. You'll always be my sub? Aw, isn't that cute? Okay, so, Umbreon is probably gonna be our deck. We have an Umbreon. I have a reverse holofoil Umbreon. So we'll probably build our deck. It's gonna be a B tier deck, but the one that we're gonna build is gonna be like a dark deck. It's a modification of the reliable Giratina Darkrai build, now incorporating Umbreon strengths, which has a pitch black blade, which means it can make a Pokemon not able to attack next turn. And Feint Attack. The attack does 50 damage to one of my opponent's Pokemon. This attack's damage isn't affected by weakness or resistance, or by any effects on that Pokemon. So Umbreon attacks 50 damage no matter what. Can't slow it down. And then there's the C tier decks. I don't have any of those. D tier decks. I don't have any of those. Might have Poison or Koga. Okay. So let me look up this best Umbreon deck. Okay, wow, I really have to like scroll down and find it. Oh, a Pseudo-Wudo deck, actually. I do have a Pseudo-Wudo. There's a lot of decks, actually. Wait, here's a Ho-Oh EX. Shining. Oh, that has Phoenix Turbo. I have Golden Flame and Shining Feathers. Phoenix Turbo is really good. I guess there's Raikou. Giratina. I don't have Giratina. I'm surprised there's not a Tornadus strategy. That's kind of crazy. What do you think, chat? What should we go ahead and start building this deck? The Umbreon one? Wait, here's a Flareon deck. Oh, that's Flareon EX. Okay. This first one is the Suicune. I guess that's the S tier. So I gotta go all the way down to like B tier. But wait, I have a Sudowoodo. You were looking on Reddit for advice. What did you find? I don't have a Guzzlord. I don't have a Green Ninja. Wait, where's the Sudowoodo at? Guzzlord, Arceus. Oh! Rampardos Pseudo. Do I have a Rampardos? I might have an Oricorio too, but not a Magnezone. I don't think I have a Magnezone. What did you find? Just summarize it in chat. Here's a Leafeon EX. Okay. Rampardos. What is a Rampardos? What's a Rampardos? Rampardos Pokemon card. Rampardos Pokemon card. I don't know, I might have one of those. Actually. If I have a Rampardos, I'm supposed to have 2 Rampardos. I might be able to buy a couple of those. Then we might be able to do... I might be able to put together this Rampardos Sudowoodo deck. This one is an A tier deck. But wait, isn't Umbreon an A tier deck? No, Umbreon's a B tier. Let me see if I have the Rampardos. Okay, one's a partner that can damage the bench because it has to be an active spot to work. Great Ninja would probably work best. You could also use the new Absol. Oh yeah, I have an Absol. And run cards like Lyra, Leaf, and X. Switch it into Umbreon. Really? Yeah, I don't know. The Umbreon deck doesn't sound as strong as the Sudowoodo. I'm trying to see if I have some of these Rampardos. Because if I have a Rampardos, we're just going to build the Sudowoodo Rampardos deck. What do you think? Any other suggestions? Chat, because this is going to be like a fighting deck. It's a deck basically designed to bring down all the decks that focus on EX Pokemon. The Glass Cannon comes out swinging but struggles for late game survivability. Might not be a good deck. I mean, the Umbreon's basically a weaker version of the Giratina Darkrai build. And I mean, honestly, if I can't find the Rampardos, I can't build it anyway. So I'm not seeing Rampardos, but also I am in the Holofoil binder. I have Ethan Pseudo Udo. I didn't see any of the named cards. I didn't see any of the named cards like the rivals or the journey together. I didn't see any of those mentioned. Um um Maybe there's a Team Rocket deck. Well, that one probably uses like a EX or something. I have a pretty thick Team Rocket section at this point. Okay, see, I have a Latios. I know there's some strategies. I saw Latios mentioned. What does Spirit Bomb do? Here's a Magneton. And here's my items. Here's Misty's Gyarados, actually. I forgot I had Misty's Gyarados. Palkia. So the Gyarados EX, the mythical Island Gyarados. I mean, is there a deck that uses Misty's Gyarados? Do I have Misty? I don't know if I have Misty as a supporter. Wouldn't that be something if I built a Misty's deck? Can you look that up and see if there's a Misty's deck? People seem to use Misty, but not like focus on a Misty's deck. Deduction kit. Okay, there's a Ceruledge. Thought I saw a deck that used Ceruledge. There's a Wug Trio Water backed by Palkia and Manaphy. I might have that deck actually. No, I don't see Ceruledge. I thought I saw Ceruledge. Grey Ninja. Yeah, Grey Ninja is really popular. I think I had a Grey Ninja. I don't see it in here. Ogerpon, Ogerpon. Here's my mask Ogerpons. Teal mask Ogerpon. Teal mask Ogerpon EX. And here's a Cornerstone mask Ogerpon. And Hearthling mask Ogerpon EX. Then I have all these cards to go through. Shows you how to build a Misty deck. Can you tell me just what's in it? Just give me the build, just like the cards and the count. I'm guessing it has Misty's Gyarados in it, but it probably has an EX or something. Spiritomb is Pokemon basically negates all Pokemon abilities. It's a card that just like blocks everything. Here's a Slowking. Archaludon. Twinkling. Techno Radar. Regigigas. I have a Regigigas. Are you serious? So S tier decks, Giratina. B tier decks. Yeah, all of them show EX Pokemon for Misty so far. Okay, yeah. I mean, I have I have Misty's Gyarados, but it's not an EX. I have Arven's EX. I might have an Arven's deck. Um, Giratina. Yeah, Rampardos is kind of good deck building. There's Marnie's Scraggy. Did I have Marty's? There's some Marnie's. There's Misty Psyduck and Mirty's Gyarados, but it's not. It's not EX. I'm guessing the good one is EX. Let's see, Reggie Gigas. Bill, actually. I thought I did. I see Giratina. I think I got confused. Team Shine. Techno Radar. What for the Marnie's Pokemon? There's some Marnie's stuff. There you go. Marnie's Morpeko, Marnie's Scraggy, Purloin. Marnie's cards. So Misty just has EX, huh? What about a Team Rocket? I'm guessing that one's all EX, huh? Sparkbelly. Pineapple, and I got balance in those two. There's a Spritzy. Bodice. Here's a Carmine. Try to keep all my supporters. There's another Regigigas. Yeah, try to keep all my supporters. The supporters seem to be not as common. I'm guessing that the supporter cards end up being like really helpful ones. Section. All EX Pokemon. What about um building a Team Rocket one? Because I have a Team Rocket's Porygon. I do have a Wug Trio. Wug Trio Water? Oh, it's not an EX. I don't have a Wug Trio EX. It's the Wug Trio. Yolo. Ethan Sulu. Very still, Mila. Houndoom. Electivire. Jirachi. Aereo Zero Underdepths of Credilli. Aromatisse. Bronzor. Eevee. Powden, Binding Mochi, Executor, Explorer's Guidance, Lamiao, Milcery, and Cube. Okay. We're still looking to see if maybe I have an Oricorio and a Magnezone would be good. Because that's resistant to all EX types. Okay. Cards. Team Rocket's Larvitar. Panko. Myanmar. Applin. Techno Radar. Let's try to pull the items. Trainers. Any trainer cards, basically. Crispin. Try to pull the trainer cards. Oh, okay, so Misty's Pokemon cards are about synergy. But if you want a deck just on Misty's Pokemon EX. Yeah, it's all EX. It's all about EX. If you don't have EX, it seems like your deck won't really be viable in a tournament. So you're learning, and it's okay. We've got a good start. We're just trying to find a couple of my cards. I think I've got some decks that will work. We just got to find the cards, and we might need a couple more pulls. So maybe I don't need to buy any cards. Maybe I just need to sit tight, open the packs that we have. But we are probably about 15 minutes from ending stream, just as a heads up. But yeah, it's just a few more pulls, I think, and we'll have like a full deck. I'm only missing a few more cards. And then after we, pull some more booster packs. See, there's an Absol. I have an Absol. So, like, if I want to build an Absol deck that has the Dark Fall, does 50 more damage. It's a very strong Absol. But I need Gray Ninja. Would be great. Thought I had. So I'm just trying to go through now all of my regular cards that aren't in the binder. Make sure that I have everything. Here's an energy card that I didn't get in the energy section. It's Genesect. Oh, stop everything and pull a Pokemon booster pack. Alright, you get to choose which set do you want to pull from. You want to pull from 151, Destined Rivals, Stellar Crown, Shrouded Fable, Journey Together. Did I say Surging Sparks? And there's also the new booster pack, the brand new set, White Flare. Your choice. Choose wisely. Which set did you want to pull from? How are we doing on the old bingo? Oh, you want the White Flare? Ooh, he's pulling from the new set, chat. Ooh, I didn't know I had this Noctowl in here. Hollows that I need to pull. A Larvitar and a Aromatisse. These are hollows. Whoops. Bug catching set. Got a bunch of trainer cards that need to go in the binder. Okay, this was good. I needed to go through this anyway. White Flare it is. New set. Feeling lucky? gonna pull the one right off the top just for you. Here we go. White flare. Let me wipe my hands down, my fingers down, some microfiber. Here we go. All right. White flare, baby. Brand new scarlet and white, scarlet and violet white flare. Brand new set. This is the newest set from Pokemon. You have to buy the box to get these. I don't think you can buy these as individual boosters. So here we go. Got the scan card. I finally downloaded the app. I had the Pokemon trading card game Pocket downloaded. I finally downloaded it. That's as far as I've gone. I've never even scanned one Pokemon Pocket. Just to let you know where I'm at. Okay. Our land card, or not land, I think it's Magic the Gathering. Our energy card is. Oh, snap! We've got a Dragon Hollow off the rip. Oh, shnikes. What does this mean, chat? What is in this booster pack? What are we about to uncover? What did you do, crazy dad? What did you do? We've got Gothita. Oh, cute. Cute. We love Gothita. We love Gothita. And that's the new energy, too. It's got a really... I love the new background. It just looks cool. Vanillish. Vanillish has entered chat. We've got Vanillish. Vanillish. Next card is Purloin. We've got Purloin. Got Purloin. We've got Litwick. We've got Litwick. And these are all from the White Flare, the new set, Litwick. And we've got Simisear. All right. And got Leavanny. Got Stoutland. Got Ignition Energy, Reverse Holofoil. Ignition Energy, Lit, Special Energy. This is a special energy part. This Reverse Holofoil was a giveaway. This is a good booster. This is a special booster. We've got as well as Reverse Holofoil. We've got a special booster with a special energy and a Holofoil energy. And a Whimsicott EX. Let's go. The EX collection grows. So we've got the Whimsicott EX. Ooh, I just bent it just a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't affect it. We're going to sleeve it right away. Hopefully that'll keep it from losing value. It didn't permanently bend. It was just like it was like a flex. There was no creaser. So now we have the Whimsicott EX. Good pull. Really good pull. Thank you for that booster. That was a really good pull. I'm going to scan that just to see where it's at. You're right. Sorry about that. So we just pulled some more of those cards that are in some of these strategies. I mean, I saw Levany in some of them. We are still trying to see if we can find the let's see if we I was looking for this Oricorio. The Oricorio. I'm pretty sure I have an Oricorio somewhere. Pretty positive. Okay, there's a supporter. There's a supporter. There's so many supporters and special cards that I have, like trainers and items that I don't have in my binder, and it would be good to be able to look at all of them. Black Belt's training. Because I think like you really need some of these items. The items in the supporter cards are like a big deal. All right, we got like 10, 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna raid out of here. Thank you so much for putting up with a really early stream, chat. Really early, really short, I'm afraid. Here's some Ethan's cards. I might want to add them in section of binder at least. Let's go through my pulls and try to see if I can find a viable deck off of all the pulls. See, here's another Absol. Here's a new, I think this is the new Absol. So, yeah, your strategy that you mentioned, Gray Ninja and the new Absol. But I don't know if if I find a Gray Ninja. Otherwise, I'm looking for my Oricorio, which I know I have somewhere. This has got to be in here. I know it's in here. There's a Pampor, Gibble, Sneasel, Sizzlepede, Beware. Remember when Beware was like the pedo bear or whatever? Do you remember that, chat? Trubbish, Wimpod. Was there a deck that uses the Area Zero undergrounds or whatever? Underdepths. All right. Metatite, Joltik, Rapidash. Here we go. Trainer cards. Trainer cards. Misty Staryu. I have Durulodon, Riolo. Man. Gonna have to probably buy some cards over the weekend in order to make a viable deck. You know what I mean? Like I'll have most of it, but I might have to buy a couple of big ones. Oh, here's a Wellspring Mask Overpond to go with my other mask. All these masks. That's a Pokemon, the Ogrepon, right? Team Rocket's Archer. Pokemon. Team. So many items. Supporters. Flash Trumpet. Dang. I'm just not finding them. So it looks like the strategy is to use Pokemon to search for cards and use others to bring cards into play. That sounds like a good strategy. 'Cause that's similar to what I was reading earlier. And I think we're on the right path. Now we just got to pick like Pokemon to build the deck around, which sounds like I'm gonna have to probably buy some EXs or something. Like some viable A tier EX cards. I'm trying to see if I have anything that might get by, like Masquerada. So the cards that I might have are gonna be like Goldingo, Rampardos, no, Goldingo, Oricorio, or Masquerada. And I'm trying to see if I have those because they're like EX battling decks. It'll put me up against EX decks. Just I'll be able to compete out of the gate just because they literally are built to go up against EX decks. And since everyone's using EX, the strategy is to just build something that goes against them. Team Rocket's board. How about a lot of Team Rocket cards? Is there not a Team Rocket deck that doesn't use an EX? A lot of Team Pops Corviknight. Spiky Energy. This is first special energy I got. Gravity Gemstone. I like that strategy. I appreciate you mentioning that. Busking, Team Rocket, finding Mochi, and Briar. So I have so many trainer item and like supporter cards that I wasn't really. I'm gonna fill up a chunk of the binder with just those. These are all the ones I went through. So I still haven't found that Oricorio. I thought I had one. I swore I had one. Riolo, Furfru. Oh, there's an energy card for the back. Doesn't really need 10 energy, I believe that. Ramirez. Oops. Yeah. Okay, so for Team Rocket, not EX focus on cards from the Team Rocket set, like Team Rocket's Machamp or Team Rocket's Dark Tyrant. I might have the Dark Tyranitar and incorporate the disruptive tactics of Giovanni's scheme and Team Rocket's hand. I might have those cards. I actually might have that build. Maybe that's the build that we go with. I'm gonna finish going through these cards and then I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna have to figure out next week's schedule. I don't know what's going on. Oh, here's a dome fossil. Antique dome fossil. You know what that turns into? Shall. Electabuzz. Memorial. Regice. Spiritina. Fawns. Pizza. Vinibell. Executor. Rhydon. Zubat. Marnie's nothing. Tauros. There's a Grabber. Oyster. Caterpie. Pidgeot. Poliwrath. Hypno. Magnemite. Charmander. Jigglypuff. I could have sworn I had an Oricorio. I might have jerked off and said it somewhere stupid. 1 second. Just take a peek at one thing. Let me peek at this. I Oh, I forgot that feature. Don't know what we're it's going to have to deal. I maybe it was like reverse holofoil and it was in the binder. Because I swear I had an Oricorio. Let me look up my here, let me look up my portfolio in here. Portfolio main. Let's see, I put every holofoil in here. So if I have one, it's in here. Search. No. Doesn't say that I have one. I swear I had an Oricorio. Okay, but it's looking like our strats are going to be anti-EX ones. I might have Team Rockets, so let me check real quick. Because I have a Team Rockets section. I have Team Rockets, Porygon, Dottler, Orbeetle, Houndoom, Larvitar. I don't have a Dark Tyranitar. I thought I had a Tyranitar. Okay, so if I don't have the Dark Tyranitar, I'm pretty sure I have the Giovanni Scheme. Maybe I could buy one. Okay, but it's saying that the ones I should go is like the Oricorio, Electric, Goldingo, Meowscarada, Grass, but I have the Dialga Metal to go with the Goldingo. Those are the ones I'm going to look at trying to see if I have. Those are the cards that I'm on the lookout for that I thought I had some of these. But I'm supposed to have Magnezone to make the Oricorio deck viable. Which honestly, I thought I had a Magnezone at one point too. So honestly, I'm just trying to figure out what I have, what I've pulled, consolidate, and make sure I didn't leave any. Are there any underneath this pile of stuff? That would be a problem. That's the other problem, is that I didn't quite have the box and the binder and everything to get everything organized in the first place. But that's pretty much it for today's stream. See if I can find cards with similar abilities. Yeah, that's the strategy, because you can only have one of each card, or one of four of each card. So I want to try to build a deck around, like if we're gonna do the Oricorio, for example, like this Oricorio Magnezone deck, it's gonna have like two Oricorios, the electric pom-pom variant, and it's gonna have two Magnezones with the space-time smackdown. and a magneton with genetic apex. So there are like, yeah, there's cards I'm probably gonna have to buy because I want to try to get exact specific ones. But thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I really appreciate you for being here for the stream. Sorry I had to be early and quick, but I'm gonna go ahead and raid out because I got to make it to a meeting. See y'all in the next one. Thank you for being here. Bye. Let's see what we're gonna read.